All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're live from Barstool, Chicago. I'm your host, Nikki Smokes, joined by Chief, Rudy, Zaw, and the new man behind the sticks, Maresh Patel. You guys are listening to Pitch Picks. We're back, and I'm very, very excited for this year. It's the first year that we're going to have 38 weeks together. Last year, we started with, 6 weeks to go.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, it was Euros. But now we got a full year of beef, shitty takes, and drama, and I can't wait for it. So I'm excited to have you guys here for a full 38.
Yeah, we finally have a derby in the room too.
Yeah, we got a couple now.
City and United.
The old Manchester derby.
Yep. Yep.
Love that.
And then we still have shit Forest.
That's mean, dude.
Yeah, that is mean, and we're not
That's mean.
shit. We're not shit.
You're not shit, but you're
Two-time Champions League.
You're
2 stars above that logo, baby.
What was that, the 1800s?
No,
1905.
79 and 80. Okay.
Was the
Don't worry about
airplane invented?
it. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that counts.
Probably didn't take one. Probably took a bus around England that year, but yeah, we're doing fine.
I like Forrest, dude.
Champions
Thank
of
you.
Europe. You'll never sing that. Let them know, Chief.
I know it. I can't wait for that matchup. I get to sing it relentlessly.
Stop it.
Hopefully we go to that game, but that's way down the line in
Way
February,
down the line.
so we'll save that for later. But what I'm most excited for this year, this is the year where bad jokes die, City fans cry, and Arsenal wins the fucking league. I'm so tired of everyone. City's the team to beat. They're the bad boys in blue. Nah, fuck all that. This is Arsenal's year. And I sound crazy because as a Dolphins fan, I say this is our year every year, and I'm sure Arsenal fans have been saying that for the last 3-4 years. But is this not actually our year, Zaw, that they go out there and they win this league?
No, it is. I think
you.
a few things have to go right. It's a big year for Gabriel Jesus, Martinelli, Party. We need to stay healthy. Jesus needs to score a lot of goals. But the problem is City's a juggernaut, man. They're winners. Their players are still there, experienced as hell. So we have a lot of making up to do, and I don't think we did enough.
City is not a juggernaut anymore, bro. You guys are just like washed goods. Like, that's what you are. You had your run. You dominated the league.
All right.
You won it.
They're not a juggernaut. They're going for 5 in a row.
I know. They already were the juggernaut. This is like in Black Ops Zombies, like where you get murked by the zombies and like you lose your juggernaut perk. Like, that's what City is.
Explain to me how we lost our juggernaut.
You're
perk.
barely winning the league. You guys, you're just not the same like beast. Like, I'm not scared of playing City. Like, I can't wait to go to the Etihad and fucking steal 3 points from you.
I appreciate this. I'm happy for you.
This is August talk.
I'm happy for you, and I don't want to say you don't sound crazy. It's just that like this is like the third sequel of this, and it's the same movie every year. You should be confident in your team. You should be. You guys are good,
great.
But it's just like this is our year. This is our year. City fans we're just listen, good team, let's go do our best. You guys have this weird if we don't win, the fucking earth's gonna explode, the atmosphere is gonna dissolve, and we're gonna die. It's chill the fuck out, bro.
Watching these guys on streams where it's 1-1 against somebody pretty good late, and they're having a full-on
just chill
panic
the fuck
attack.
out, dog.
Well, sorry, we watched the games to win.
Enjoy the beautiful game. You can still do that. It's just that it's not that deep.
It is that deep. What do you I didn't know how much every single game meant until I started watching Premier League. Like, in the NFL, you could drop games. It's not the end of the world. In the Premier League, you could go back to December and be like, oh shit, we lost the league back here. And
They make every game count. So
yeah,
that's why.
I don't understand how we fell off. We sold a 24-year-old great talent for 100 schmil.
Yeah, that's
good. That's a W.
How's that a W? He scored 20 goals last year, and now you just don't have that.
Because Holland was hurt. And we have Holland.
Holland's mid, bro. He couldn't even finish inside the box last year. He had 7 goals within 2 feet of the keeper, and he just completely missed the net. He's washed. He's
you know what we like to call
washed?
that? You know what we like to call
mid.
that? You know what we like to call that over on our side? We call that total football.
You know what I call that shit? Mid.
Walk it into the net, baby. Walk it into.
He can't even walk it in. He misses.
You heard of a man like Oscar Bob?
I don't know who Oscar Bob is. I know Oscar Meyer.
You are gonna know.
Is he a dog?
He's a fucking problem.
All right. Are you worried about City, Zaw?
I wouldn't use the word worried. Have we made up the gap? I don't think we've done enough. Calafiori is a good signing. Yeah, our defense was strong last year, but was that what we needed? I don't think so personally. I think where we lack to close the gap with City is is in those key moments are attacking, and we didn't do much of that. So I mean, Edu.
You're talking about this gap like it's a
Edu has a
stripper's
week.
pussy, and it's just wide open. Like we barely.
No, there
lost
is a
the league
gap.
to them.
There is a gap. Oh no. We lost the league. We had that in our hands, and they took it away from us.
How
so there
big
is
do
a
you
gap.
think the gap
There
is,
a gap.
Chief? Like from
Well,
the third
wasn't
party.
the gap last year was 2 points?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I
It's a
think
Brother,
small
these guys, Guardiola averages north of 90 points a season. We just broke what did we just break last year? I think we broke 90 or 80 for the first time in Lord knows how long. Last couple of years, kind of thing. So there is a huge gap, and I mean, if you go player for player in the squad, their top, which your team is literally the top 15 guys. If you go player for player in the top 15 guys, I mean, you will see that the gap is there. And is Arsenal closing it? Yeah, but have we made it? Have we closed it up enough? I don't think so. But my heart will be in every game, and we do have a chance to win though.
I also think the league 3 through call it 12 is much more difficult this year. I think Newcastle will be stronger this year. I think Spurs will be stronger. I think United will be stronger. West Ham's going to be a problem.
Yep.
There's a lot of teams that'll be pushing for Europe where it won't be just like, oh, they're rolling over for Arsenal like they did last year. I think you're going to have a harder time week to week than you did last year.
Well, that should be the case for every team in the Prem.
Yeah, but City's Ivan Drago. City is Ivan Drago. Like
Drago loses.
What
Drago loses to Rocky, okay? But like they're a machine. Like they are a machine. They just have the ball the whole time. You can't take it off of them. And if you make a mistake, you're dead.
What I will say is Guardiola hasn't done something that he usually does with his City squads. Is each year he refreshes, especially the wingers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, during his run in the last 5-6 years that he's been there, we had the Sterling Sane, we had Mahrez. Mahrez is now gone. Those guys are gone. Who else was there? But now Bernardo, Jeremy Doku.
But I mean, Doku I think is gonna grow a lot in terms of his experience, and then now Oscar Bob has been playing on the right. Oscar Bob can play anywhere.
He's the one that's gonna.
He can play anywhere, and he's just like even last year, dude. Like he's an academy player. Last year, his goal against Newcastle was like one of the most important goals of the season. It was in like the 90th minute, and it was like an incredible play where he played around the goalie. If we don't win that game, we might lose the league. And he came out of nowhere. I thought he should have played more last year, and then this year in preseason, he's playing on the right wing and the left wing. He's been incredible. I'm curious to see how Savio is. He looks good, but typically in the first year at any city player the first year, it's always sort of touch and go.
This is one of those things where if Pep says he's good, then he's fucking awesome.
The nice thing about it that we haven't had in the last 4 years is after the Sane Sterling era, Aguero, it was like so much pace.
Yeah.
And then we switched it up with like more Grealish Mahrez where it's like control, cutting inside, inverting it. And then now with Doku and Bob and Savio, it's like, okay, now we're fucking moving
Got
again.
everything.
So
Yeah.
Is this Bob guy someone I need on my fantasy team?
yeah, he'd be a value pick.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Just stuff him on my
'Cause
bench
he's-
and see if he pops.
He couldn't.
Is he gonna start?
I honestly.
And that's the issue.
I
That's
think
the
he.
big-
I think he. He should. He
So
absolutely should.
that's the thing with Guardiola.
it in
I would
preseason.
wait. I personally would want him on my team, but I don't know if he's going to be starting with Guardiola.
Yeah, we
Guardiola
rotate our
rotates
team so
players,
much
yeah.
that for fantasy it's hard.
But is he going to have a good season? I think he's one of my young. He's my right now early. He's probably my young player of the year to
How come Norway can't be better internationally? With Odegaard,
They
Haaland,
have dogs,
Bob.
bro.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
then they
makes no
suck.
I just think the rest of their positions are just like plumbers.
No, but look at the not even look at the Euros, man. I mean, there were teams like Slovenia. No disrespect. There were teams like Slovenia, Slovakia ahead of
that's what I mean.
Norway. I mean, they got two of the best footballers on the planet right now, who
That's
should
that's a
be
good
able
point.
to carry you to
Yeah. Like
just
they
that.
are genuinely having a golden generation with nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
Story
It's
of
weird.
England.
It's weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll ask you guys about your transfer. How do you feel about Calafiori? Did I say it right?
Yeah, that's how you say it.
I like him. He's hot, which is
Um,
good. You guys need some swag.
You know what they say? They say
Arsenal
when
does
he
lack
starts
swag.
in the back, he will stop your attack, Calafiori.
He's kind of a
Calafiori. He chose red over blue, plays for Mick, and he do Calafiori.
oh my god.
He's a dog. He's Italian. He's good looking. He's got aura. He's a defenseman that could also like help you out offensively. just from what I've seen so far, and I thought he played great in the Euros, I think it's a great signing. The only thing with me is that we already have like 3 or 4 left backs. So Mikel Arteta is going to have to cook something up to keep him in the lineup somewhere. I mean, I don't know if he's just going to start because Mikel loves Zinchenko. You have Timber back this year. Fucking Tomiyasu, like he's always dealing with injury. But no, I think Calafiori's going to.
He's kind of a wild boy.
Yeah, which
He runs
like.
He runs like when he runs forward, it looks like he's like what
Like
am
he's
I,
trying to score.
No, he's like what am I doing? But he also wants to score. Like he doesn't know where he's going next.
You don't
it's like young John Stones. Like he runs and then he makes it 10 more yards than he think he's gonna make it, and then he's like, oh fuck, and then he's like, I may as well just keep going, and then like I like him, but I'm just curious because like you guys are so defensive and he's kind of not that.
You don't think he's defensive?
He can be, but he gets fucking wild.
I kind of like that though.
I guess that's probably what you were looking
That's
for.
why we have the wall in the back already.
Yeah.
I don't think so. He's probably gonna do the inverting thing. He's a good ball carrier. I like his size.
I'd rather
good.
him invert than Zinchenko.
Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen. But for the start, while he gets used to the country, the system, and all that, he's probably gonna start on the bench. But fill in that Zinchenko, and I like him. I like his profile. He looks good size. I've only seen probably like, I'd say a combined 180 minutes, so it's
Right.
going off.
It
It's
is
going
hard.
off feel. I really don't know.
Are you guys trying to make another move? Do you think?
Should.
So we've got the midfielder coming in. We've got Marino coming in, and
Oh, really?
That's So we agreed.
good.
So we agreed personal terms with him. They're probably just playing the waiting game to lower the price a little bit, but he's definitely going to come in before the end of the window.
Good for you guys.
Striker wise, I need an attacker, man. I need an attacker.
Why? We have Kai Havertz.
It was.
Yeah.
Kai Havertz is a dog, bro.
That ain't gonna be enough, my friend.
Don't you want like a big, like a Holland? You want like a big,
scores a
powerful number 9.
Don't you want a Holland?
No, I don't want Haaland.
I would
Kai
take
Havertz.
Haaland
I want
in that
Kai
part.
Havertz.
Yeah.
He's the best striker in the world that doesn't score.
Haaland?
No.
Kai.
Havertz.
Kai Havertz scores goals. What are we talking about here?
I love Kai Havertz. I think he's very underrated, but he just doesn't really score.
Okay, you'll see.
I think he's very effective. I like him a lot. He seems like a nice guy.
He's a great guy, and he's handsome. The last thing I'll say about Calafiori, I am worried about him being born and raised in Italy, having the best food in the world, best women in the world, and then going to England. And he's got to eat fucking beans and.
Dude, he's moving to London. It's not like he's moving to
like the-
fucking Mogadishu.
Yeah.
I guess that's true.
Most international city in the world.
Yeah,
They got good food there.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They got a lot of good Indian food there.
They got great Indian.
Last thing on Arsenal, and we'll move on. So this really just is at you, Zaw. First 5 games: home against Wolverhampton, away against Villa. I fucking hate them. That's a personal game. Home against Brighton, on the road against Spurs, on the road against City.
That's good.
Ooh.
If we get 12 points in those first 5 games, how are you feeling about Arsenal?
So the 2 away games are going to be very tricky because that's right after, if I'm not mistaken, that's right after the international break. There's 3 game weeks in the international break. That is never ideal. So
Where's Villa in that? Third?
Villa is second.
Yeah.
That's a buzzsaw.
We're gonna smash fucking Villa
This
because of what they
Away?
did to us last year. Yes, we're gonna smash them.
this is
Villa's pretty nasty.
I mean that's where these first 5 games are going to tell us everything about us. Is are we back to competing against
That's
Man
why I'm asking
City, or
you.
are we
If
running out of
if
gas?
we get 12 points, or even let's say we
It's how
drop
many
to
games?
Tottenham but beat City in the Etihad, and we have 12 points.
It's 5 games. Oh, I take 12 points. Brother, I'm taking all 12 and running.
Okay.
Out of the 15, that start, I'm taking 12.
What's the bare minimum you want in those first 5?
Bare minimum
Probably 12.
12.
No margin for error there. Yeah.
honestly.
Would you rather win at Tottenham or at City?
At Tottenham.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
I know for rivalry's sakes, yes, you want to beat Tottenham, but I'd love to go into the Etihad and beat City.
For me, it's more.
I think that's more of a statement win than beating
Shocker.
Tottenham.
Maybe you guys should try to win when you play against City instead of just
Yes.
parking the bus like you did last time.
I like
Facts,
that idea.
Chief.
Yeah.
You know who isn't scared to try that? It's
Did you
Tottenham.
score? Did you take?
Yeah,
points
true.
from
Big
us last
Ange.
year? Did you take points from us last year? That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
We tied twice, right?
No,
Once.
once and then we beat you.
You guys won the beginning of the year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
They're a good team. Still lost.
You know who I don't think is a good team though?
Quick correction for you, though, Za. You have not made a formal approach for Marino yet.
Oh, fuck.
You have not made a formal approach to the club for Marino. But we don't know anything about Arsenal because of the way you guys have driven out every reporter from the club. The new rumor on the block is that you guys are going for Bruno Guimaraes.
Nah, yo,
So-
chill. That's actually
So
fucking
how
bullshit.
Arsenal? So if you follow the Calafiori deal, how Arsenal operates is we agree the contract with the player, which has been done, and then the bid will come whenever it comes. So yeah, you are right in that. The formal bid hasn't come through. They're waiting. They're playing a waiting game because I believe we're still about 5 or 10 million off our valuations. They want 35. We want to pay 25, if I'm not mistaken.
Dude, Guimaraes? Like, what?
Yeah,
That's 100 schmil. No fucking.
Yeah.
That they're going for Guimaraes, who has been linked with City heavily.
Yeah.
I think that you don't meet Marino on his evaluation if you don't sell Nketiah.
I'll sell Frank Walks all day. That guy does nothing on the pitch.
So they've been sticking to their guns. Edu has been sticking to his guns a lot. They denied Nketiah was meant to go to Marseille, but Marseille didn't meet the valuation. So,
Why don't you send Ramsdale out?
Arteta seems to want him. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays
Ramsdale will
out.
be out soon. I think that's only a matter of time.
The thing with Ramsdale was that they were approached for a loan deal. They will only
Yeah,
give him on a
it's
permanent
only
deal.
selling,
They
yeah.
want the cash.
They don't want-
Really?
Send him to us.
I'd
Loan to
love-
buy.
How much does he make?
That's a good question.
Ramsdale?
You guys love the Arsenal goalkeeper pipeline.
No, we don't. No,
Yeah,
we
man.
don't.
Gee, shout out.
We did something stupid.
Dude, he
my
makes
guy.
120 sheets a week. That's tough to move.
That's why it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another Nketiah situation.
yeah, that's
100
tough to
grand a
move.
week. Tough
That's
to
where
move, yeah.
that's where you guys are skull fucked.
Yeah, speaking of United, are you guys back? Because everyone's just claiming you as like automatic top 4 bid, which is wild to me.
Where are those people?
All over the internet. Maybe it should.
I've seen it. I've seen it a little bit. I don't know about all over. I've seen it a little bit though.
Listen here, boys. We're not fully back. It's part of a process. We got a new ownership group in. Look what they did. We had guys like Ed Woodward running the fucking business for this club. Panic buying Anthony in the last days of the window. Panic buying Jadon Sancho in the last days of the window. Guys who wanted to come to United, and they're spending over 100 million euros on these players. But now, look at us doing proper fucking business in the transfer window. No more waiting for the late days. We are buying young players.
Move that mic a little
Value,
closer to you,
and
Maresh.
slowly clearing out the shit. We brought in Xerxes, 23 years old. 36 million Great British pounds.
I like Xerxes.
Rejected AC Milan and UCL football. Shout out our boys Latan. We brought in Lenny Yoro. Who did he reject? The Spanish giants Real Madrid.
That's not a rejection. They just didn't want to pay for him.
Best club in the world.
Fact.
And they won the most Champions Leagues in the world. And he denied them for United. We brought in
not happened.
Matthijs de Ligt. We brought in Mazraoui.
Did
for
you?
combined
Have you?
60 million.
Yeah, yesterday.
Oh.
Look at the back line. No longer are we going to see Johnny Evans and pairings on the back line. We're not going to see Maguire sneaking into games if everybody stays healthy. We are slowly inching back. We're slowly inching back. It's not this season.
So
Took
are
Fergie 6 seasons to win the league. Next year will be when Ten Hag wins the league.
so is United finishing top 4 now? Like all that shit you just said was cute, but like is this team gonna finish top 4 or are they just gonna fucking suck like they did last?
Conference League.
Yeah, I think they'll be bubble.
Yeah.
they'll be
I think
bubble,
I got him
honestly.
7th.
I think we finish in a strong 5th, fighting for. But
I,
No.
Villa,
I agree.
West Ham are going to be insane this year if they all stay healthy. Spurs are going to be good, and no one knows what the fuck Chelsea's going to do.
What about, and you left off Newcastle.
Yeah, and we left off Newcastle.
Is this the year of the Saudis? I feel like how long ago did they
Bro,
start
it's,
their plan?
it's been the year. Oh, you're saying for Newcastle?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they kind of just copied you, no?
I guess, yeah. I guess they copied us.
Well,
suppose.
Saudi ownership, dump money, get good
Yeah.
players. I feel like that's kind of your recipe.
They had to navigate PSR, which is something that City has never had to do. So that's a little bit different.
Right.
But I think just not being in Champions League for Newcastle, plus the additions that they've made, I think they're back to inching towards Champions League.
They also got Champions League far earlier than they were ready for.
Totally. They
So
did
it's
not
kind
have the depth to play 3 days a week.
Right, exactly. So it was kind of actually unlucky for them in a weird.
I mean,
Yeah.
they got the brakes put on them by what's it called?
PSR.
Because
PSR,
they have the money, but they don't have the revenue.
Right.
They can have
Yeah.
they have access to cash, but they
Right.
they
They were like
different
panic
rules,
selling
different
dudes.
rules
Yeah.
for different clubs. City can do whatever they want.
Everyone's
Newcastle,
playing by the same rules.
Really?
Rules change. Rules
Yeah.
change.
Yeah.
Man, United. United. It's a good, decent window. Decent little window.
I liked their window a lot.
Leaning.
I think we bring in, if we can sell Sancho to PSG, I think we might do a swap with Ugarte.
I don't know about the De Ligt signing. The De Ligt signing is the one that I'm not too
Tell me
sure
your
about.
concerns about Matthijs de Ligt.
I mean, the guy has not looked that great at Bayern in the last 2 seasons or not. But then again, he's Ten Hag's player at Ajax. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying I don't know. He was Ten Hag's player at
Concerns
Ajax.
about his time at Bayern.
It's
He didn't play.
that Eric Dyer.
He
Second
played 2 less games than their best
Playing
center
second
back,
fiddle.
Dayot Upamecano.
is second fiddle to Eric Dyer. We've seen Eric
sucks.
Dyer in the Premier League.
Eric Dyer played
We have
15 games for Bayern Munich last season.
Didn't he come in? He came in middle of the season, didn't he?
And Matthijs de Ligt was his partner for 14 of those 15 fucking games.
But when Kim Jong, what's his name? Kim Jong. I was about to say Kim Jong. When Jong Kim, I don't know what it
Jay
is.
was
Yeah, him.
injured.
Yeah, when he was back who were the pair? It was Dyer and Kim.
So you basically just signed like a luxury bench warmer.
We did not sign a luxury bench warmer. He's won the league in the first season, every team he's been at.
He's won the league, or his team's won the league.
It's a bit of a risk. I do actually like De Ligt.
And then
It's a bit of a risk.
Another issue of mine with your window is actually I don't think you address your main problem, which is the midfield area. That's where you bought around that. You bought defenders and stuff like
We
that.
have to give him a fair try before we.
Dude, I forgot
before we
about that
start
fucking guy.
Getting new guys in. We paid a shit ton of money for him when we could have got him on a free this year. That's classic Glazers business.
Yeah, it is.
He wanted to come here, and we spent money last window, so that we have to play him.
Okay, now we'll
That's
see.
it.
Ugarte would be good. I think you guys should. I don't make Sancho work. Dude, he's good.
Bro.
Just make him work.
What he is an inside agent for Man City.
He might be, bro.
Bro,
What's
go
the-
to his Instagram
He's like
page,
Agent
right?
Iwobi,
Go to his
part
Instagram
2.
page. Every picture on his top 6 on his grid is from Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah,
He has
'cause-
not a single picture in a Man United shirt. If you go to Matthijs de Ligt's Instagram, top 6 pictures are all pictures of him and a United kit. He's been at the club for 24 fucking hours.
Yeah.
That boy's on the ground.
Can you blame Sancho though?
Yeah, dude. Ten Hag hates him.
And that was his prime, though, at BVB.
No, it's from last season. He was on loan there.
Yeah, and he played
Yeah.
good again. Shocker.
Yeah.
Weird.
As soon as he left, he was like, "Oh, this is fun again."
Coach hates him, kicks him
He
out
was
the
in the
club,
Champions
and then
League
you want
final.
him to love the club.
And what did he do in the Champions League final?
United,
bad.
United, I say 7th.
I have 7th too.
7th or 8th.
A slight
I got
improvement.
Spurs.
7th or 8th.
Spurs, Villa, Newcastle, all above United.
I think Spurs are gonna be good.
I think Spurs can be a very, very good year.
Who's your top 4?
Me?
Yeah, just go down the line.
City, Arsenal.
Oh, you flopped.
I think I've flopped.
Beautiful.
Yeah. There's too many people on Arsenal.
That's fine.
Yeah. Everybody
off.
wants it to be something different.
Get off of
I
it.
don't think it is.
Perfect. So City, Arsenal.
City, I'll pull my tweet up. City, Arsenal, Spurs, and then I had
Villa.
no, I got Liverpool finishing 4th. Villa,
Really?
Villa 6th. I think
think-
Villa's going to have the same problem Newcastle did.
I think it's gonna be. I haven't really thought about it that much. I think City, Tottenham,
You're such a piece of shit. You're such a piece of shit.
Arsenal, Liverpool.
I think Solanke really kind of solves a lot of problems. I think he makes Madison better. I think he makes Brendan Johnson better. I think he makes Son better. He's a great combination player. He can do everything.
And they had bad injuries. And when they
Yeah.
were healthy, they were a fucking problem.
And I love Ange.
I love Ange too. I think he's great.
Big balls on Ange.
I kind of like him too, but fuck him. Zah, who's your top 4?
In order, right?
Yes.
Arsenal.
Attaboy.
Arsenal, City, Liverpool, Villa.
I got the same 4 as you. I like that. All right, but let's talk about the bottom feeders. Like Forest. I think you guys might get relegated this year.
He said that just because of what you did with the top 4.
Yeah, that he's got a baby brain. That's what that is. If you look at what happened last year, points deduction, Cooper, bringing a new manager
Can't
midway
score
through the year,
goals.
they were fine scoring goals for where they want to be. It was set pieces where their Achilles heel. They gave it the most set piece goals in the league. They bring in Milenkovic, stud from Serie A, started all 3 games in the Euros for Serbia, 6-5, great in the air. They haven't had that before. I think that'll solve a lot of problems for them. They got Sangari back. Sangari was their statement signing last year. big number 6, but he got hurt while he was getting bedded in. Then he goes to Africa Cup of Nations for us. Also had 8 guys go to the AFCON last year. He comes back from AFCON with malaria, so he was basically just cooked for the entire season. He's been so sharp in preseason. He's going to be like that guy that pushes them forward into that next rung of teams. So those 2 guys are going to be huge for defending set pieces, playing defense. From in outplay, they were very good defensively, and they had atrocious goaltending last year. I think they're still going to try to make a move for another goalkeeper, but Matt Sells kind of stabilized that position with the January transfer. They signed Carlos Miguel, who's a 6'8" goalkeeper. That'll help on set pieces too if he works his way into the team.
So is it over for Matt Turner?
Oh yeah, he's
That's
at this moment he's 3rd choice. I think by the time the window's over, he'll be 4th, and they should just send him to an MLS team.
That's the right choice.
Yeah.
But God damn it, do I love watching that guy play. It is so fun to watch, dude.
It's a fucking nightmare.
He gives it.
It's a fucking nightmare.
I like him because he gives his all,
Yeah.
and it's just a comedy of errors.
Well, and I think he started playing soccer when he was like 16. So he's a decent shot stopper. He can't
Shot stopping, right? He just cannot play the ball.
at all. So then the other key for Forest is that they kept Morgan Gibbs White. Everyone was rumored he was going to go to Newcastle. Murillo was it was Barcelona, it was Real Madrid, it was Arsenal, Arsenal wanted to be their left back, so he's a center back for us. So being able to have that continuity, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Elanga on the other wing, they have enough going forward. If Taiwo is healthy, and if Taiwo plays how he was at the end of 23 when he stole a game from you guys at City Ground to avoid relegation, in the beginning of last year, he had 10 games in a row with a goal. If we get that Taiwo with those other pieces around him, they're going to be dangerous going forward. I think people, if you're picking Forest to be relegated, you're in for trouble.
So bet them to finish top 8.
I don't know about top. Look, there is a gap, but I think they can get up.
I mean, you just sold me like they're gonna.
That's rude.
Yeah,
top 4.
But like I think 12th. I think they're better than Wolves. I think they could be better than Fulham, better than Everton, better than Bournemouth without Solanke. Brentford, especially if they lose Tony, like they're better than all those teams on paper, and they have depth. They signed depth at wing. They got depth at center back. Like this is talk about how Manchester United did good business. Forest has always been a punching bag for how they do the transfer windows. This has been like refreshingly boring, and it was like this. What were we being smart? Like, what's going on here? This is not the Forest way. We didn't sign 30 guys. They selectively got a few guys, young guys that they can flip later. I really like this. Feels like the Villa Brighton model for growing a club, and I think this is the year they take a big step forward.
I like that.
They also got fucked on VAR more than any team in the league last year. That's a fact. And so if you have not the worst statistical goaltending in the league, decent luck with VAR, and you don't have 8 guys going to AFCON, like there's plenty of room for growth with this team.
All right. Rudy.
Oh, shit, it is an AFCON year.
No, it's not. Last year was.
Yeah, last
They
year.
had 8 guys go to AFCON last year.
AFCON 20. Oh, because of COVID.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
Rudy, who do you see getting relegated?
Leicester, probably.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Probably, I think Bournemouth. And then, I guess, like, maybe, probably Southampton. Kind of boring, but I can't lie and say I know the most about all those teams, but everyone's saying Leicester's fucked. And everything I've watched and learned about Ipswich is that they're, like, pretty legit. So I think they'll stay up.
It's a pretty sick name, Ipswich.
Yeah. They have nice jerseys, too.
Yeah, great manager.
Yeah. And then I think that losing Solanke really does hurt. And then Southampton, they're just like, bleh, you know?
Yeah.
You saw.
Relegation, I had Ipswich. I think I might have flipped on the Forest thing. So Ipswich, I think Southampton.
You had Forest on that list originally?
Yeah,
My God.
so I was on the brink between them and Leicester.
I think the
Leicester,
point seduction's coming from Leicester,
that's
Really?
Oh, yeah. So it always does for the teams that are promoted. It
Yeah.
always does.
And cool. They had issues from 2
Everyone
years
but
ago.
City.
Yeah.
So
So I would. It's them two. I'd toss up. I mean, all right. I'm feeling nice today, so I'll say Leicester, and I don't want to piss Chief off. So those.
Alrighty,
those-
pissed
boys,
him off. All right.
Forest is not going down.
Yeah, I don't think they are.
That'd be so legendary if they did, though.
They're not going down. I think it'll be less. I think it's going to be the 3 that came up. I think it's going to be the 3 that came up.
3 up, 3 down.
3 up. And then if Tony does move, which I feel like all the rumors for him have kind of dried up. I don't know why you guys aren't after him. Then
I don't know why anyone isn't.
Yeah, I mean, Tony. I mean,
There must.
good.
So there has to be something. Then.
so, there has to be something, but without Tony, if he is sold, then I don't know where the goals are coming from for Brentford. So I would probably say Brentford, and then Ipswich is 17th.
Fair enough. All right, well, one of my favorite parts about watching soccer is that they get new uniforms every year. I know they call them kits. So I want to do a little segment. We're either going to toast to the new kit or we're going to roast it. Do you have the links, Maresh, that you could pull up? If not, I'll just pull them up like on TikTok, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, so the first one is the Arsenal Africa kit. Some confuse it with Palestine. It is an African-influenced kit, correct, Za?
Yes, sir.
All right. Toast or roast? I'm toasting it.
To those, oh shit, let me toast my body armor. To those that wish us well.
I love it. I think it's a great kit. And the Arsenal away kit grows on you the more that they just win and win and win and win. Like this beautiful yellow kit
I don't think
back
I'll share
here,
that sentiment.
Like people didn't like it at first, but then they just kept winning in it and winning in it and winning in it. And now it's
All the way to
The
second
legendary
place.
kit.
Yeah.
I honestly,
fuck off.
I
Chief.
honestly can't figure out if I like it or not. I really can't. Like I look at it, I'm like, oh, it's tough.
You
It's
had
the
a weird
armpits.
take on it.
It's
Yeah.
the
You
armpits.
You said that
like
a
that.
white dude would look weird in it.
Yes.
And is that because it's an African culture
Yes.
flag?
Yes.
Word.
Yes, dude. Like it's like wearing kente cloth, bro. It's like
I'm kind of. So I actually would have preferred them to use a more signature African.
they did a little.
print.
They did a little.
They used kente.
Yeah.
At least that's more
They
recognized.
did like a little Africa.
Yeah.
That one was. I believe it's an East
Little
African.
Yeah, they
the
did.
white.
It's like Lesotho, dude. It's like a tiny country surrounded on all sides.
No. So it's actually Kenya. So the the whites the white material. I forgot what it's called, but I believe it comes. It hails from East Africa, and it's from the Kenya region. The guy that designed it is a Kenyan guy.
So have you seen the warm-up version of that?
Warm-ups, the ones with the multiple
Yeah,
color
that
prints.
shit-
those are
Nice. Those are nice.
sweet.
Our warm-up kits are great.
The actual third, is it their third kit?
Third kit, the
Africa
blue one
one?
just
Yeah,
dropped.
that's the
No,
away
that's
kit.
second.
That's
away kit?
Yeah, the third kit just dropped.
I wish they had just gone, like, either do it or don't. This feels like they're in this middle ground. The more I look at it, and I saw them use it once over the summer in their preseason tour, I don't like it. I like the warm-up kit a lot. I don't like the Africa.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna edge towards like it because I always liked black kits. I always think that looks clean. So
Black kits.
I'll say I like it.
I like
Tough
black
to
kits
mess up.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the next kit we got is black. It's the Wolves away kit.
Fire. Oh, I love it. I
It's
love
disgusting.
it.
Nah.
I love it.
Nah.
It's got the wolf head.
But the combination of that and the fucking sponsor.
Dude, it looks like
That
a.
sponsor.
I think it's great.
It looks like an.
I hate
ad.
wolves. They called me fat when I went to the game. The whole away section was doing a chant about how fat.
What?
Yeah. I sat right above them, and then as I was taking a
Dude.
picture as they were walking out of the stadium, and they just spontaneously started a chant calling me fat.
British people calling you fat.
Yeah,
You
it was
fat
ru-
cunt.
It was not even like you're a fat cunt. It was probably 3,000 people chanting the same thing in unison.
What?
Yeah. It was wild. I didn't even realize it was happening at
The you
first.
fat bastard. You fat bastard. That's a good one.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember exactly.
Dude,
how it went.
were you in the crowd being like, "Damn, I wonder who they're doing this for"?
It was like, nah, I kind of knew right away. And
This is mean.
so I don't like Wolves. I think that they're also a team that could go down. No Neto this year, but I think I like that kid a lot.
Oh, dude, it's weird. Online, I actually have seen people. It's like one of those kits where it's super divisive.
Yeah.
Like people either love it or hate it. I absolutely hate it. It looks like a Ponzi scheme company. Like it looks like a EA generated like
I think it'll look good on
makeup
TV.
team. I like the black. It's just that wolf thing looks so weird. I don't know.
It almost looks like it should be a bad tattoo, like a bad
Right.
chest tattoo on an
For
MMA
real.
guy.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
it looks like a Miami dude.
Yeah.
Jersey.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, fuck yeah.
The head is going through the sponsor's name. It's
Yeah.
like, are you trying to eat the sponsor? What do you? It's like, yeah.
So you're out on it, Zah.
Yeah, not a fan of
You know what jersey I'm out on? Is the new United away kit.
I
This is the
fucking
biggest.
hate-
This is the ugliest jersey I've ever seen in my life. It is horrible. And your whole team, Maresh, is built around red. And you go with this dark navy blue Your biggest rival already wears blue. I know it's baby blue, but why the hell do you guys wear a dark blue jersey? Like, it has nothing to do with Manchester United.
Oh.
I mean, this is a comment from someone who just started watching the sport like 2 seasons ago. We have always worn blue.
Yeah, Wayne Rooney in blue.
Wayne Rooney in blue is one of the most lethal things. Carlos Tevez in blue.
Okay,
I'll say Anderson in blue. We had the ones in the 90s. We always wore blue.
Okay, so I don't even care about all that. Like, great, I get it's historical.
I don't care.
No, hear me out. What
You're
great?
talking about
What?
blue. Why do you have blue stripes on your fucking
Put me on the
your-
fucking camera, Maresh, when I say this. Why the hell, even back in 1990, is Manchester United having an all-blue kit? It makes no sense. No sense. What idiot came up with the concept where we always wear red, but this year we're wearing all blue?
Bro, the drip is real. The drip is real. They've always been class. Always been class.
Wait, so this is the away one, the away kit, the white one?
The away kit it's navy. It's dark blue. It's not as like royal blue as the ones in like
The white one is the third kit.
Yeah, the white one's
That's the third kit. Yeah.
This is it, Za.
So I thought the white one was the third.
You like
kit.
that?
so you got a problem with it because it's the colors.
It's
I mean-
blue. It's ugly. It's got a collar on it. It's got like fake little
Yeah, this one's-
explosion palm
Yeah.
tree. I don't
So
even know what I'm
one-
looking
I
at. Like,
see
what shapes are these?
That jersey behind you that you love so much. It's like a bright highlighter yellow with blue piping.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Who else wears blue and yellow in London? Often?
Arsenal.
Spurs?
Arsenal on the
Big
road.
rival. So,
Arsenal on the road.
okay.
Listen, I'm so glad that I have Nicky Smokes to die on that hill. So I didn't have to, because this is how you know I'm fair and impartial. That kid is fire. That blue kid is very nice.
Yep.
The blues for United typically are great. The 08, the Aeon one,
Yeah.
that's that's like one of the best.
That's
kits.
the Wayne Rooney one.
It's one of the best kits of all time.
AIG, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? The Aeon one's nice too, though. But yeah, I like that kit. The white one's big dog shit, but the blue one's nice.
So you're toasting it. You're toasting
Big
it.
time.
I like the kit. I'm not a fan of the collar. I had the kits flipped. I thought the white one was the away one, and I'm a big fan of that. That's a play on you had one in the 90s. You had one in the 90s like that. I hate how much I like that white kit. But the blue one, I guess if I have to go toast or roast, nah, I'm all right. I guess I'll toast. Roasting would be too harsh.
Oh,
I'll look past the collar.
I'm
I'll
the
look
lone
past.
wolf out.
I'll look
All
past
right.
the collar. I'll look past the collar.
That's fine. I'll piss on that jersey. I don't give a shit. All right. Last thing before we get into our bets. Oh no.
Just wanted to make sure that was right.
Oh, Maresh. That's a tough look for you, buddy.
I hate Nick Turaney.
Yeah.
The last thing I wanted to get into is I saw this graphic on Instagram, and growing up in the States, going to NFL games my whole life, this graphic blew my mind. You could get a beer at a United game for £3. I went. We and you just went to see Real Madrid and
Yeah, the
AC
AC.
Milan.
They were like 20.
$20 for a beer. That's crazy.
mean-
I know they can't drink it at the seats.
Right, you gotta
Maybe we're
slug
paying
it.
an $11 premium to drink it at our seat, but boys, $5, $3 for a beer at a sporting event is insane.
Seems like revenue left on the table.
Like, could you imagine how hammered we would all be? I mean, we're already hammered at NFL games, but if beers were $3,
I mean, you can't find that at a dive bar.
no.
Yeah.
we go to the bars here. It's $4 or $5 for a beer.
Yep.
I mean, that is the nice thing about European football is that they've always been much more geared towards the people.
And I like that.
Yeah.
Like, even their ticket prices are very fair. $50, $60.
And there is secondary market. It's outlawed.
Those are expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
I bought tickets off the secondary market, and it was
Well, that's technically illegal.
yeah, I
they're
know,
trying to get rid
but
of
do you think I care?
No, I know, but I'm just saying. I think that's nice that they protect like their.
No, and they should.
Yeah.
And I think it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they, like Rudy said, they look out for the people. Like, I don't think I ordered food there when I went to the game that they got shut out in.
Damn, you were fucked up.
And I was fucked up.
No scran.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
What was that? What happened again? You flew out there and then
I saw 0 goals.
0 goals.
That's
Shut
the
the
game we
fuck up, Zaw. You're supposed to be
then-
my boy.
That's
lost the
what we
league. Lost the league to
That's,
Villa.
that's the one we lost the season.
Yeah.
All right.
Was
so
it Villa? No, it was Villa.
Can I speak I flew out there, and the game was originally scheduled for Saturday. I got there on like Thursday. They moved the game from Saturday to Sunday, so I had to book a new hotel, book a new flight, then buy a ticket to the game. I go to the game by myself, sit in the clock end, sing by myself, bet Trossard to score. He has a tap-in goal, kicks it right at the keeper's feet, doesn't score it. Arsenal gets shut out, and they lose 2-0. And it's the only game they lost all of 2024.
You know what?
They won every single game in 2024 except the one game I went to, and they didn't score.
You know what? I do want to go to that Forest Arsenal game.
When is that?
It's in end of February.
I'm trying to get my UK visa for the second half of the season.
All right, let's go.
That'd be sick.
Yeah,
Boys trip.
That
The lads.
I remember actually if I can pull up the recording and maybe give Maresh the clip. I remember I was cussing Nicky Smokes' name when Trossard missed that tap. I was screaming, freaking Nicky Smokes, get him out the stadium. This guy should never be allowed to. Look at how they fucking playing because he's there. Get him out the fucking stadium.
One of the wildest mushes I've ever seen.
Hey, but I broke my curse.
we
I
were
went to Game 7 Stanley Cup Final, and I won.
We were on the biggest roll in the history of rolls that a team can get on.
Mm-hmm.
We were a lock for like minimum 3 goals in every game.
That's the soccer gods being like, this guy doesn't deserve it. He
Yeah.
doesn't deserve it.
Dude, imagine
should've
crossing
known.
an ocean.
See nothing.
Fuck you guys.
An international mush, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
First time I went over, Forrest got promoted. So
Oh,
that
fuck
was
off,
sweet.
cunt.
That was sweet.
But I broke my curse, so now if I go to Arsenal games, they will win, and I will help that.
I don't think that's how curses work.
the easiest matchup of the schedule. I'm going for the worst game possible. Like whoever's about to get relegated, that's the game I'm going to.
So we're not doing the Forest game.
No, we are. They'll
Okay.
be on the verge of relegation for sure.
All right.
All right. Last thing we got is our bets for this week. Game start Friday. I kind of like all of us to parlay our teams to win. You said it pays plus 743.
747.
So plus 747 would be Arsenal money line, City money line, United money line, and Forest money line.
So
That sounds crazy.
United play Fulham.
Tomorrow.
They're pretty good.
At home at Old Trafford.
Yeah, I like Fulham's off season too.
So
for
are
opinion,
we
yeah.
not betting this as a
No, I
squad
bet.
ride?
I already put it in.
Well, I'll do it.
I'm gonna make
It'll be
All right, so that'll be our squad ride. We're all taking our teams to win their first game.
You have Wolves. That's a dub.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have Chelsea.
At
Should
the
be a
at the
dub.
bridge.
That's a dub, but Chelsea's weird.
Chelsea, you can't ever predict.
Who
Chelsea.
fucking knows?
Yeah.
But
Is
we'll-
Phil
but you
Foden gonna play?
Yeah.
Nah, they just got back this week, didn't they?
He'll be all right. Yeah, you know what? If he doesn't,
Somebody
we got
else.
other guys.
Literally just got back.
Yeah.
That's such a like.
So the English. So
say.
Stones, Walker, Foden. Who else? There was someone else that got into training this.
Probably Rodri.
Rodri. Actually, Rodri's coming. Rodri got those 4 were Monday. Rodri was today, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I
I
saw
wonder
it.
if Rodri will play. I mean, he's like a cheat code.
Yeah.
So you kind of gotta. I don't know.
He could get off the plane and just
That's
walk
why
right up.
Daddy.
yeah.
That's why Guardiola.
You know who's actually been surprisingly very good in preseason is Kovacic. He's looked fucking nice, dude. So we'll see.
I heard you guys were playing Calvin Phillips at center back.
Oh yeah,
Really? How was that?
not great.
Oh, yep.
But dude, I feel so bad for the guy, man.
They ruined his career.
I mean,
Guardiola.
he also didn't play well. It's like he's a nice guy. It just hasn't worked out. I'm hoping it works out.
And his situation is that because of that move, it's one of those where you know after the first season that he's never going to play for City, but you can't get rid of him because he
Right.
came in on that big fee and
Right. The only way out is through
just loans.
one of the only missteps we've made. But he's a good guy.
That's nice of you.
You got any other bets for this week?
Looking at it, I mean, I do like Forrest a lot. I'll wait till the lineups come out in the morning to do that. To do all the picks, for goal scorers and shit. But I feel like this is such a lopsided first weekend where there's not a ton of value.
I'm only doing playoffs.
Yeah. I kind of like Everton, Brighton to draw. I feel like Hersler, the new guy for Brighton, came over from St. Pauli. Where have you guys seen his tactics? It's like nobody has a position.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's like it's crazy to like watch a breakdown of it, but I feel like that's going to take some time. And then Sean Dyche, like it's the most boring football there is when you watch Everton. So I feel like he'll just muck it up, and they won't be clicking on all cylinders. So I could see that being 0-0 or 1-1. So I like a draw for that game plus 235. But that's the only thing that's really intriguing to me right now.
I like that. Rudy, you got anything?
No, I need to see the lineups. I would say goal in the first 30 minutes is pretty much always a good bet for City. But I need to see the lineups
I hate
first.
this guy.
This guy's so
It's
cocky.
the fucking worst.
It's just, I mean, I wouldn't give out a bad bet.
Yeah.
So,
So since it's first game week, just to play a prop from me, I got Martin Odegaard scoring plus 190 in the Arsenal game. Plus 190, Martin Odegaard scoring.
I actually have a question before you get to yours.
God.
I'm going to be an Arsenal fan for a second.
Yuck.
Does Trossard start?
I love Trossard. I'd rather him start 1,000%.
Is that an agreement? Because I think that.
Now, here's the weird thing about Trossard is that when he wasn't starting, he didn't really play great. But when he comes off as that super sub,
Yeah.
like, he's the man of the match almost every single time. Anytime Arsenal needed a goal last year, it was Trossard.
Mm-hmm.
Now, would I like to see him start? Yes, he's one of my favorite players on the team. But it might just be one of those things where he's just one of those
Super
guys
sub is
that
good, dude.
are just better off the bench.
Yeah.
What do you think, Zaw?
So what's your question? Starting or
Starting or not?
who do I prefer?
Over Martinelli.
Start. He probably won't start. Who do I prefer? Who's playing better? Trossard by a mile. Martinelli's playing like absolute dog shit right now. Does not deserve to play, but that's a very good. I like Martinelli, by the way. Let me just say that. I like him a lot, but if you watch him play, he's just running aimlessly, head down, doing nothing. Trossard, key goals. He's been doing all right. You do bring up a very good point in the whole, if you have somebody that can come in 60, 70 minutes and just can impact a game within 20 minutes, those guys. Those
Well,
kind of
yeah,
guys
you
are
need
very-
that first guy to beat him down. It's like sometimes we do it with Doku, where it's like if you're a right back,
You're
and
just-
Exactly.
and then like all of a sudden Jeremy Doku comes on the field at the 70th minute, you're like, fuck me.
But so, like for example, Nketiah needs a whole 90 minutes to get going. If you
Right.
get someone that can come in that just needs 10, 15, 20 minutes to get going, so it might be good to bring him off the bench. But who's playing the better out of the two? Trossard by a mile. Martinelli's not playing well.
I'd rather see Trossard start, but I think Martinelli's going to get the nod. But we'll see. My favorite bet this weekend is Arsenal to have a clean sheet. It's minus 135. We have the wall in the back. We got the golden glove in net. I love it. I think we shut them out, win 2-0. Maresh, you got anything?
It is United heritage for a forward to score in his debut. If Joshua Zirkzee sees the pitch, I believe he'll put one in the back of the net. Think about
Hoyland,
Rashford in his debut.
Rashford.
They do score. Anthony against the Gunners in his debut, he scored.
He did?
He did. Anthony in his debut.
Wow.
at Old
Oh
Trafford.
yeah.
He
You
went
might
down
be
the
right.
field, put one
Yeah.
in with his left foot. Everyone thought he was him, and then
Yeah, the long shot, right? It was the long shot from the right side of the field.
Right side of the field.
Right side of- yeah, I
left
remember
side of
that.
the net. Yep. So I say Xerxes plus 135 if he sees the pitch.
right.
Why didn't he play in preseason?
So he could be ready for week 1.
For sure.
Keep him healthy. We
Yeah,
saw what
that
happened
makes
at Euro.
sense.
That makes sense. New
Yeah.
guy.
We saw
Yeah.
what happened
New
at
guy.
Euro. Hoyland got hurt. So.
Yeah, you got. What are your injuries? You're kind of in a tough spot.
Just Hoyland and Euro and Shaw. But we brought in Mezraoui. He can play on the left.
Yeah.
We've got 2 good center backs. We could start Delict and Martinez. We can even start Mags if we need to, the fridge.
Dude.
And then we can start Xerxes up top or do the false 9 with Bruno up there. So
I'm hoping the Johnny Evans era doesn't come to an end. I fucking love that guy.
I think sadly he's going to ride off into the sunset.
It makes sense. It's obviously you wouldn't want it, but it's like it's premium content.
All right. Well, nothing like early August. Everyone full of optimism. And then eventually one of us will be heartbroken, or all of us.
I gotta beat a Rico case still.
Yeah, well, I hope you lose that case. Anyway, that's going to conclude this first episode of Pitch Picks. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back. When is it?
Next week.
Next week to recap basically everything that went on over the weekend.
Actually, we'll be live, right? We'll be live. We'll be streaming.
Oh, yeah, we'll be
our games,
streaming
streaming our games.
Saturday
Yeah,
morning.
Look out for
What
the
time are we
clips and all
streaming?
that.
9 a.m. is the big kickoff, so we'll be
Eastern
live
or
for
Central?
9 a.m. Central.
9 a.m. Central will be streaming on this YouTube page. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.
Boom.